Real spill from in right here.
Real spill.
I'm real spill. Hey, hold on.
Okay, real spill. That's what I'm talking about.
It's called, man. Chef Walker, and I'm a chef studio cook. Fuck with real spill
I catch a bitch, I break a bitch and make her sell her pussy. Nigga, this your girlfriend. If that bitch decided to AWOL right now, your whole world in. I catch a bitch.
Welcome to the Real Spill Podcast, man. We are live. We are live talking about today, Nolan Wells again. We got new news come, it's been a few days since the breaking of the news. Since the story broke. We all been waiting on new information to come out because the first set of information was really, really suspect. So we had a lot of questions when Nolan Wells case first came out, and there was a lot of questions. And now that it's been a few days, there's been new information, new reactions, new people come to the forefront and with information about how Mississippi even run their program. So we got Ted Turner on the board. He gonna help me out with this because we started with this, and we're gonna rock out till we figure out what's going on in Mississippi. Because now that the new information came out, we know it's some things afoot that is just suspect. It's a lot of suspect behavior. At first, we thought he passed. It was a drowning accident. It was not a drowning accident. Come to find out, he didn't even pass away on the island. At the time, they said that he passed away. It seemed like the time they said he was on the island, he was at a pool party. What you think about that, Ted?
Man, what's up, Spill, man? Appreciate you having me up here, bro.
Hey, man, I appreciate your company, man.
We got a lot of new information on the board now, and I think, we got a lot of new information on the board now. I think that the incident where now they got this picture about this pool party and everything, it's kind of weird because they saying that it came from Nolan's Instagram account, but they also saying that the picture might not be real. So it's just another layer.
So now they're saying this picture here is a fake picture. It's fake news.
Is fake, or they saying that it could be fake, a fake picture. I mean, what's the story on the picture?
That's the picture. That's the picture they say was taken at the time before the island trip. But they're saying this before they say he passed away. Just before the trip altogether. This is a pool party, a pre-party before the island party. That's what they're saying. They said it was at a pool party first. And at the pool party is where the fight occurred. Maybe let me back up.
Yeah, I think the pool party is afterwards, man.
Actual recording where someone is heard screaming, "Give me my phone back! Give me my MF and phone back!" That's what on that video they was on the island. But they said it was a second fight, and the second fight happened at this pool party. So it seems like they were at the pool at the island party or whatever, the boat party. They went back to where they from, you know, had a pool party. A second fight happened at this pool party. And that's where Nolan passed away at. They put him back on a boat, took him back to the island, and said came back and said that's where he came up missing at. That's what's coming out now. Is what they're saying. That's what they were saying before.
They saying that the pool party was after
he passed at the
the pool party after the island.
At the party. Right, it was the island where he passed away at, but it was actually the pool party. This picture we looking at, this the pool party where he actually passed away, and they took him back to the island. What's up, KC?
See, okay, you saying that the pool party is where he actually passed away.
Yep, that's where he actually passed away at the pool party.
So he drowned in that pool right there?
That's where the second fight. They beat him.
I'm talking about, where did he drown there? What is this?
They beat him. It was a fight.
And stuff about.
The drowning is what they made up. The drowning is what they made up because he was found in a float. You know, he found floating up, you know, the river. They found him in the lake, in whatever ocean it was in.
Right. Are you clicking the screen back and forth, or is it doing that by itself?
Nah, it's doing it on its own. I don't know what's going on with that.
Are you clicking back between the picture and the? Okay, because
it's nah. That's probably what's going on.
Yeah, because we got it's a good delay on it between me and you talking. It's probably about a 1-2 delay between me hearing you after I speak. And it's from time to time. I don't know if it's me or not, so I'm gonna drop down and come right back.
All right. The autopsy hasn't come out yet, Moni. I think they still working on it. I don't know why it's taking so long. But you know, I guess them sort of things take time, and they have to reopen the investigation if there's going to be an investigation. But this the picture of the party where they had to fight at. Lots of red flags. Like I said, I don't know why there haven't been any arrests made. Like it should be some arrests made by now. With this other new information coming up, it's like everybody a suspect. Everybody on the boat, everybody, even what they were saying, the guy he was arguing with on the video that came out on the island, on the boat where he was screaming, "Give me my phone." They said that that's a charge. That's a case. Somebody should be locked up for that. If y'all don't want to just go straight for the murder case or murder charge, at least lock him up for that, so that y'all could try to get information out of him with that charge. And I think everybody should be at least, if not locked up, at least brought in for questioning. You know, it got to be a little bit more pressure applied to these kids to get the truth out. Yo,
is that better now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I always heard you.
Okay, I don't know what it was. It was, I don't know. I thought maybe, never mind. I thought it had something to do with the recording or something, but it's a lot better on my end now. Okay.
Yeah, and you know, I want arrests to be made on not arrest, but at least brought in for questioning. At least bring them in for questioning, because you got to get to the bottom of it. Once you start asking the questions, let's do it.
Let me bag up 1 second and ask you about let me bag up just 1 second right quick. So they saying that he was alive at the pool party, and the pool party was after they left the island. Is that what we being told now? These are the facts now. So now we got to figure out if that was right. Now we got to figure out if that's a real picture or not AI, whatever, right?
Right.
Okay, so then
you know how they
right. So okay, then the next thing is you were saying that he was unalive at the pool party. Where we getting that from?
That's what's coming out now. That's what the sources are saying.
Okay, because they speculate this is last known location or something. Or do we have evidence that something happened at the pool party? That's what I'm asking.
No, people are starting to talk. That's how we getting this new information. People who was actually there, they're starting to open up about it. People starting to
right, and I heard that, and all I was hearing was that there was an argument at the pool party.
It was 2 arguments. It was an argument on that boat,
and
it was an argument at that pool party. It's 2 different arguments.
Right. I got that argument at the pool party, argument on the boat, but nobody has said anything about a fight, though.
Yes,
you know, like no fisticuffs. Okay. So we arguing some fisticuffs now.
It's an argument on the island party first.
Okay.
They went back to the pool. They went back to the house, had a pool party. There was an argument and a fight there. One of the witnesses, a young lady, said that that's where they hit him in the head with a pipe.
Wait a minute. See, now I heard a brick, and now you're telling me something about a pipe. I wasn't even that far along in the story yet. Now you're talking about a pipe. Where's this pipe story coming from, bro?
A witness at the party.
Okay, a witness at the party saying that it was a fight, and it was a fight, and he got hit with a pipe.
Yep, they said they went across his head with a pipe. Said the fight started. They hit him in the head with a pipe, and the parents of whoever house that was came out, put everybody out. Said, "Oh no, all y'all gotta go." But
right, I heard a story about everybody was after the argument. Is do what I'm hearing. After the argument, everybody was kicked out of the pool party except for him.
Right.
Okay.
But that's what. But see, it was a fight. It was a fight. Then everybody got put out. It was an argument fight. Now, the severity of the fight it's told to me like everybody was put out, and as they were leaving, they saw Nolan over there by the pool, by a basketball rim in the pool, gasping for air, coughing up blood. That shows that it was serious injury, you know, and during that fight, and they didn't want to let him leave. And I believe after everybody left, that's when they finished whatever they had going on, you know, with him, stored him in the boat, took him back to the island, or took him back to the water, threw him over the boat. Because when they came back, that's when they got witnesses saying they saw them cleaning the boat.
What the hell? So the coroner is on record saying that no, the coroner is on record saying that he examined the body before the autopsy and there was no physical signs of injury. No visible signs of physical injury.
Where the coroner from?
Mississippi.
Oh, okay. Where what's his ethnic background? Black man, white man?
They didn't say. They called the coroner, the news reporters. Yeah, they called to talk to him, and that's the information that he gave before the autopsy. You know, his examination of the
body was
Nolan. Yeah, of Nolan was no visible physical injuries.
Hold on. Okay, so the sheriff also said when he discovered the body, it looked like an accidental drowning. The sheriff said that before an examination when he found the body.
So how do you look like you drowned?
I don't know. You had to ask him that. I guess you know he was riding doing his rounds, and he just stumbled upon this body in the water. And I guess when he looked at it, he said, well, it must have been an accidental drowning. And I guess he called it in, got the people there, and the news, you know, when they got the wind of what was going on, they came out. And when they asked him about it, he said it seems to be an accidental drowning. So the whole drowning thing started there before his body even left where he was found at.
Right.
That's where that seemed like to me where the cover-up started.
So what I'm looking at on everything that I'm hearing, the story is constantly changing.
Constantly.
But one thing that is definitely remaining the same is that every day something is different being said. That's the one thing that is the same, that every day something different being said.
Definitely something different being said. But it's starting to line up to be consistent now. It's the story is changing, but it seemed like it's more like, okay, I could see this happening. Right. All we need, only piece of information we're missing is the actual independent autopsy.
Okay.
Once we get the independent autopsy reports back, it'll all make sense. Because if the independent autopsy, they don't have no reason to tell a story or cover anything up. It's a whole nother people. So they do the autopsy and they find, you know, injury sustained to Nolan body. Now we submit that back to Mississippi. They have to do their job then, because this wasn't an accident. There's no water in his lungs, so you can't say he drowned. There's blunt force trauma. There's bruising, you know. So we got to get this autopsy reading back in order to like really confirm, you know, what's going on. But some of them girls, I believe them because they like, oh, that's no, like that's his nickname. That's that's somebody that kind of liked him. That's no would never do that. Or they were fighting with no. This is how they're talking about him. They're talking about him as if he was a person. They're humanizing him. And this is why, like, you know, I kind of believe what the young ladies are saying, because is kind of affecting them in a negative way. They can't go.
And where is this? Where is this happening at? Is this happening on video, audio, or in message?
This is coming out on Instagram. These are messages.
Hold on. I can't go for that. I'm listening.
So look, we got a parent that came out and threw another kid under the bus because her kid was somewhat involved. So
right, the judge. Right.
The judge came out and spoke first. It's a whole nother parent.
I thought that's what we talking about. The judge. The judge got a kid involved, right?
Yeah.
But you're talking about another parent also.
It's another parent.
Okay.
Mind you, it's 3 or 4 kids involved in this. So one of the other kids' parents came out and pointed the finger at somewhere in a direction also. Kind of like, hey, my kid didn't do. So I know that her as a parent talked to her child, and her child gave her a story of what happened. She's correlating that story she got from him to the public, which is leave my son out of it, damn near, like minimizing her son role in whatever happened. But that son told that parent, his mother, the story.
So what is you saying that she got the heat off of her son putting on somebody else? What did she actually say?
Let's get to it. That's what I've been waiting on you to ask.
Okay. Well, I mean, because that just came up and we were still on the other little tidbits, other story. Because it's all making a little more sense now. I'm getting a lot of conflicting reports. Because my initial story was that a female had the phone. Has that story changed?
Yeah, that story, the boys had the phone. The boys tried to put it on.
No, I'm talking about who turned the phone over to Nolan's parents. Was it a female child or a male child?
It was the males. It was one of the males. It was the ones that they got the keys from my understanding.
Nah, that's not that. There got to be a new story then, because the keys and the phone was at 2 different locations.
Okay.
The mom went to go get the phone, and the dad went to go get the keys.
The keys.
I'm Judge Carlos Moore.
Okay. Let's see. It's a judge.
One more thing. We talked about the autopsy. Mm-hmm. The independent autopsy, Benjamin Crump said that they was going to fly his body from Mississippi to DC, and they was going to release this information Friday. Today is Monday.
Right.
What's taking so long?
Autopsies take time. That's the only thing I can come up with. If he got possession of the body Thursday, or when did he get possession of the body? Because
I'm not sure, but he said they was going to be releasing the information Friday, but go ahead.
Well, he said Friday, but he didn't mean this Friday or last Friday. Maybe he mean next Friday.
Okay.
I don't know, but you should be more specific when you're speaking, when you're trying to give details about, situations as severe as this one.
Right. He said Friday, so I guess that's me assuming the upcoming Friday, because it wasn't Friday when he said.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I was eager for it too. I was on the same page, like, okay, Friday we're gonna know, and because he said it. And this is why I say people need to be very careful with what they say, because you can end up saying the wrong thing by accident. We're holding on to your words, because you're a representative of the righteous. So
that's why I was trying to get right. That's why I'm trying to make sure we get the facts on the board, because I heard somebody saying that he gave his mom the phone, but the original story was the female had the phone. So I'm I want to say that they misspoke, but it wasn't cleared up or corrected by anybody else who was listening to the conversation. So that's why I was asking who had the phone. And then you was trying, or you telling me the phone and the keys was, but they wasn't in the same location.
They wasn't in the same
right.
place. See, that's new information to me. Because like I said, in the beginning, there was a story. Then, you know, as time go on, new things started coming out. You know, the story went in different directions. And from the beginning, I thought I was under the impression from the report that I saw that, you know, it was one of the boys that had actually gave the parent the phone back. See, I didn't ever know anything about a key. The key is something new. See, every day go past, every new day, there's new information. And something we got to consider, you know, we got to really look into, because, you know, we can't just take everything we see as face value as we see, because people do what? Misspeak.
Right. That's what I thought he did. I thought he misspoke when he said that, you know what I'm saying that he gave the phone over. Because the original story was that the female had the phone. And I'm still having questions about this phone situation, because you didn't try to get in touch with these people to get them the phone. They had to actually track the phone down and come to you about the phone.
See, that's a suspect. That's suspicious behavior.
Now, suspicious behavior don't imply guilt, but yeah, it is suspicious. Go ahead.
It's implying that you had something to hide. It's implying that you might know more than what you're telling us. So, at the very least, I need to bring you in for questioning.
Okay.
So let's get to this video, see what this judge said, man. And we're gonna stop and go, because he said a lot in this live that he did.
And this a former judge from Mississippi.
I'm a retired municipal judge out of Mississippi.
Yes, sir.
I served for 6.5 years on the bench. And not only Clarksdale, Mississippi, but I served for 4 years on the bench in Grenada, Mississippi. So come on in, invite your friends, invite your family, invite your relatives. If you want to hear a real person's experience with experience as a judge in Mississippi, opinion about whether or not there should be an immediate arrest of those suspected of foul play in relation to the death of Nolan Wells off the Gulf Coast of Mississippi. Come on in and hear from the horse's mouth someone who had the authority to sign not only search warrants, but arrest warrants. Someone who presided over initial appearances, arraignments, and preliminary hearings for those accused of murder and other heinous crimes in Mississippi. I can talk now that I am a retired judge. Had I still been sitting as an active judge, I cannot give you my opinion about an ongoing matter. But now I'm a retired judge, and I'm a practicing lawyer here in Tennessee.
All right, hold up.
And I reside in Atlanta, Georgia, but I'm from the Mississippi Gulf Coast.
Well, I think you got to turn the sound off on the open tab, because it got an echo on.
Okay, yeah, that was me.
Okay.
Hold on, see if we still here.
And I know the law, and I can give you my unfiltered opinion about
you good.
What I believe should be occurring now or in the near future. Come on in. I have time tonight. I have time. And I'll be happy to give you my opinions, and then I will be happy to answer any questions that you may have. It's time out for playing games. It's time to know the truth from someone well-versed in it, that has actual experience. I've worn the robe, the black robe, and I've presided over these trials or preliminary hearings, arraignments, and initial appearances. Let's get started. So what do we know? We know, after watching the parents' interview and reviewing
It stopped, bro. Yeah, the audio stopped. Yo, yo. All right, my audio good. So it appears that we get information that the pool party picture was from months ago. Well, a few weeks ago. It say June 27 is the information that I'm getting. So that pool party picture don't have nothing to do with this case, except for one thing. They were saying that it was posted by Nolan.
Check it.
He was asking or demanding his phone.
You hear that?
Someone had his phone who did not have permission to have his phone. So the first thing I see, the simplest thing I see is who had his phone and why. And was that theft of the phone? Sometimes we look at the largest case, we try to get to murder, but the person that took his phone committed the crime right there. The witnesses to who took that phone. If the affidavit is signed, an arrest warrant could be signed by a judge in Mississippi to go after that person that had that phone unlawfully. We know, based on his own words, Nolan Wells' words while he was alive, he did not give whoever had that phone permission to have that phone. So was that theft? I think if an affidavit is signed, if it was presented to me when I was a judge, I would have signed an arrest warrant for the person for theft of that phone, based on what I've heard. It'd have to be an affidavit format, but if it was presented to me in affidavit format from law enforcement, I would sign the arrest warrant for, at least at this point, theft of the man's phone. We know who had it. We know who didn't report it to the family. The family had to go find it, and we know that Nolan Wells did give it back to him, and never did it. It was not given back to him. Why was that? All of the other things I've stated, you piece it together. Is there enough right now for arrest warrants for murder? That is a good question. I do know at this point there should have been search warrants signed by a judge. Evidence should have been presented to a judge by now. We are nearly 7 days after July the 4th, when he was first reported missing. There should have been evidence submitted by Jackson County law enforcement agents, the sheriff's department specifically, presented to a judge so that search warrants could be signed by the judge, and there should have been someone questioning the young men, the three so-called friends, and others, and the social media accounts need to be searched by now, or at least.
I'm gonna pause right there.
Okay.
Because we want to break that down.
Right. So I think that my bad. I think he reaching with the stolen phone. You know what I'm saying? He's overheard in the altercation saying, "Give me my MF phone," or "Give me my freaking phone," or whatever. That don't mean that the phone is stolen, though. Who is he talking to about the phone, and how do they have possession of it and not him? Is it a case where somebody is going in his phone, looking at something, trying? Go ahead.
I ain't say nothing. I'm letting you go. I'm letting you rock
Right. I just that's why I really stopped, because I want to say they sound like he reaching, trying to
listen. Hold on,
okay.
This is it. Give me my motherfucking phone. You hear me? That don't mean that mean it's over there in they body.
Right. That don't necessarily mean your phone has been stolen.
Right.
I mean, we're not arresting nobody because you said that now. Let's slow down a little bit.
Yeah, like I know this is serious. You know, we want to get to the bottom of it, but I can yell, "Give me my motherfucking phone."
Right. We're not getting no arrest warrants for that, Spear, because you're doing that.
But I have seen situations where, you know, it was people in heated discussion, and in the discussion there was maybe like a weapon grabbed and kind of moved, you know, in motion and doing what they were doing, and the person that was getting the discipline took it as a threat. And it wasn't that. It was just more like I was just moving around, nigga. I was just talking, nigga, and I had to move it, and I'm just doing, you know, I'm just cleaning up. You just took it like that. It wasn't a situation where I was, you know, trying to engage with you on or grab no weapon for you. It was out of place, and I was putting it in place. You know what I'm saying? I was getting it out the way because, you know, something else was going on a little bit later on, and that wasn't supposed to be laying around type shit. So you can interpret it, you know, the interpretations change with the person who's looking, is what I'm saying. And before I reach into they stole the phone bag, you know, I'm gonna consider all the other variations that I could interpret it before I get there, because I don't think that was that.
Right, because you asked me about my phone. I mean, I'm looking for this phone or whatever. These are young adults. They could be joking around. You know, but he don't feel like playing right now. So right. You know what I'm saying? Right.
Or it could be just as simple as we are in the water. So there is space between us, because no one's seen a face-to-face, even in the video, and they spent it around, and you hear him, you know, yelling. You still don't see the placement of the people. So he could have been yelling from one boat to the other boat, and the other boat could have had music playing. They couldn't hardly hear him, so he had to just, you know, project his voice. You know,
right. It could be a mere projection of the voice, not the argument. But there was stories of the argument, though, right?
There was stories of an argument, but in hit, and I hate to do this because every time we talking, white people think we arguing. We're not arguing. We just hollering. You know,
right. Like you said, we just projecting our voice.
Yeah, and I'm not giving them an excuse. I'm not giving no. I'm not sweeping nothing under the rug neither. I'm just saying, like, this is just okay. We know that this happened. Now let's give me some more. Like, give me something else, because this is way more serious than the phone. This stuff in the phone that can lead you to, you know, what kind of happened and didn't happen in that situation. And that's with all of them. I say bring all of them in, get all their phones. All y'all was recording at the time, but y'all done let so much time go by. Y'all got people trying to delete, go in their clouds, delete stuff out the cloud. But we know Apple keep record, or whatever phone provider that you use, they keep record of everything. So let's get all of them. Yeah, let's get all of them.
You can't see it no more.
Yeah, but we can get it.
And
this is my problem. I don't care nothing about him yelling for his phone. I'm yelling for y'all to get everybody's phone there.
And definitely the person that he yelling at, whoever got possession of this phone.
Because we can find that out once you get everybody's phone. Everybody's out there recording. You had a boat party. Why wouldn't you?
Right. Why do we got this audio but no video?
Yeah, that's because I'm saying you circled in the video, you circled around, and I'm listening, but I never see where the, you know, voices is coming from. I never see him. I never see who he talking to. So
y'all let so much time go by that it's too much going on now. Y'all should have been hauled folks in.
Giving the story too much time to water itself down. You're giving too many excuses. You're giving too much leeway. These people gonna sweep this shit under the rug. They ain't gonna have no direction to go in. Or when they do decide to go in a direction, they're gonna hit a brick wall, because, you know, these people not stupid. This lady's a judge. She understand the law.
Right. This giving my phone story, it sounds like they setting up to set the fish fly. Because here, you feel me? Like these are well-to-do families. These kids ain't stealing phones. They got phones. They ain't tripping about no phone. I wasn't stealing. I just was moving their phone. This man tripping, woo, and an accident happened. So we ain't gonna go there about the phone, crying about no phone so fast. Like you say, we need to see everybody's phone.
Right. So let's get some more into it, man. I know he reaching. I know he want to get to the bottom of it, but we do too. But we don't need to trip on no nonsense, because even if they do charge the boy with the phone, he ain't got to answer no questions. He lawyered up. He don't want to talk. Then he bond out and he on his way. Then you end up dropping the case later on in life, you know what I'm saying, in life, when this shit die down. So move right on with it.
A search warrant should have been issued for the appropriate entities to give the law enforcement access to the social media information. That should have been done by now. I'm not telling you what I imagine. I'm telling you what the process usually is when you're trying to do a thorough investigation. And based on what's revealed from a thorough investigation, I do believe once the evidence is secured, it's going to lead, and it should lead to the arrest of one or more individuals for the murder of Nolan Wells. All of the actions are very suspicious, and right now they lead one to believe that one or more persons could have been involved with the death of Nolan Wells. Right now, we have a lot of unsworn testimony. Once that is put into affidavit format, and there is corroborating evidence through social media, computers, or otherwise, I believe that at that point there will be enough evidence for a judge to sign an arrest warrant. I think critical evidence that's missing right now are the results of the autopsy, the state's autopsy and the independent autopsy. That's going to be critical information. And that alone, or that in connection with what's already known, may be enough to lead to an arrest or arrest. We do know at this point, low-hanging fruit, there should be an investigation about the underage drinking, who provided the alcohol. Those individuals could be immediately arrested based on if there was any sworn.
I think that's a reach too. Ain't these college kids, ain't they like 21?
Yeah, these college kids, yeah.
Yeah.
18 to 22, no more than 24, 25.
Yeah, so you can't really charge people if you didn't even do breathalyzers. Maybe it was just the older kids drinking, you know? So I don't know. I think that's a reach too. I mean,
so much time done went by now, so you didn't round everybody up at the time. That's over with. The breathalyzer thing over with.
Yeah,
I want the drinking issue is up.
I want to get to the bottom of it, but I don't want to get bullshit with it, you know?
Right. I mean, what he's saying is the things that could have and should have been done had we showed up at the pool party.
Yeah, basically.
You know what I mean? Had we showed up at the boat, at the dock, now we got everybody, you know what I'm saying? We getting all these phones, we hollering y'all down here and doing all that thing. The day is the 14th, the 13th, or the 14th, like
10 days later.
Yeah, we done missed that window on the underage drinking. Unless, we get some witnesses in here and we can apply some pressure.
But I don't think no one's gonna come forward and say, hey, he was drinking.
Right.
Then you gotta that's he say, she say, because all the other person had to say is I didn't drink anything.
I didn't drink anything.
Where is it at on video? Where's your proof?
The parents the parents was driving these boats and stuff. And you know what I mean? So, I ain't have no alcohol on my boat.
Because like you said, at 3 a.m, they were caught cleaning their boat. Let's just deal with the suspicious activity.
Right. Suspicious, but not guilty of a crime, though.
Yeah, but we got to investigate the suspicious activity. We have to. We have to engage. We have to investigate. You say you seen them cleaning the boat. Okay, let's go look at this boat and see if they left something. Where's the towels and the rags? What y'all use to clean the boat?
Mm-hmm.
And do your little CSI, work to it. But even it's too late for that. They got
the blood stain. Yeah, the blood stain that the UV light and all that, to pick it up. You know what I mean? You really can't clean.
Well, this is why you need to go do the investigation. You're supposed to impound their boat. Oh, you said
but see, again, that private property. That's what I was saying when he was talking about the social media account. You just can't go on my social media account. I don't care what happened. I don't know what happened over there with these people and what was going on. You ain't going in my account because of that, though. You know what I'm saying? Judges ain't gonna be so quick to give out subpoenas and warrants. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have some evidence. You gotta have some good probable cause. Just because we was at a party, that's not enough. to go into my device?
Well, being on the scene is enough.
Nah, because we was at a party.
Yeah,
Just because I was there, you do not have. I don't lose my privacy rights.
you don't.
Just because I was a president.
But if I ask you for it and you say no, then you force me to get a warrant. And
Force you to try. Force you to try.
Well,
because they're just like, can I search your car? No. That don't mean there's something in here just 'cause I said no, you can't search it.
You're right. But they're gonna get that dog to go around your car. You know that.
Right. You got to create you some probable cause. You got to create you some probable cause. Right. So again, so we ain't going in circles. These people are coming forward now. We hear we're getting a lot more information being put on the board. So that's going to create the probable cause right there.
So it's just if they was to thoroughly investigate this, but I think the key thing they're waiting on is this autopsy report.
The independent autopsy.
Independent autopsy report.
Because Mississippi already got whatever they going with.
Yeah,
they just haven't released it yet.
Yeah, accidental drowning. Hey, it's over with. Don't worry about it. But,
no, not even that. They haven't released. That was the that wasn't the official statement.
That was
that's what I'm saying. So whatever they got on their paperwork, that's what they going with. They just ain't told us yet. But that's what they going with. And it could be as bad as we think it is. And that's why they haven't released it yet. Because they doing the investigation. You know.
No, they already closed it. Well, let's do this. I see we got a lot of comments in the chat. We got a lot of questions up on the panel. Now I'm gonna drop the link. If you want to say something about what we're talking about, you can come up. This is the time to do it. And we'll include you in on the discussion. We'll, give context to what you're talking about. We'll answer your questions, and we'll even ask you questions so you can give your theory on what's going on also. And, we're going to try it like that right for a minute and see what the people think.
Okay.
What you think about that?
Oh, yeah, I like that. I like that idea to get the fans a chance to weigh in.
Yeah, get the people a chance to weigh in. So, Twin, you want to come up? Come on with it. Johnny Diggs, what's going on, man? Yeah, anybody, Money, want to come up? And if you're new around here and you want to come up, you must cam up first. You gotta see, understand you ain't trying to destroy the page or nothing like that. Y'all know what you're on. Just cam up. We'll let you up. But yeah, it's a lot of questions, man. It's a lot of new information coming out. A lot of old information ain't been brought out yet. But
right.
I think
so. My bad. Go ahead.
I think we're gonna be on this for quite some time because of the location it's in Mississippi. So,
do you think we're gonna get this autopsy this week?
Man, that's a heavy question. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Because they've already transferred the body. So from the 4th of July till what? Wednesday or Thursday, Friday or whatever, the state was finished with it.
Yeah.
How long is it going to take for an independent autopsy?
Well, you got to get the body first.
Okay.
First, you got to get the body. You got to get access to it. The family got to get, possession of it. Then you got to package the body for it to be shipped. Then you got to ship the body, and the body got to get there. They got to get it, ship it to where it's going, and then they got to take possession of it, and then do it. Takes time. So I didn't think, saying if you got it Wednesday, saying you was gonna have the results Friday was kind of like, too fast for me anyway.
Okay. Okay.
but he said it.
But
So
this
we hung on it.
happened what? 4th of July was on a Saturday.
Yep.
And we're talking about that following Wednesday, Thursday, the body done transferred from the state back to the parents. So the state was feeling whatever they had going on from Sunday to Thursday, Friday.
Yeah, but you know they already had an agenda, and I got Moni backstage, so we're gonna let Moni up and see what she got to say. And what's going on, Moni?
What's up, y'all?
Hey,
You got the
Mona, how
big
you doing?
screen.
Get me off the big screen. I just got a question. So when
Okay.
they returned home, like I said in the chat, when they returned home and they knew they had his phone, why then wouldn't they return it to his parents? Because his parents literally just said that they had to track his phone down and then retrieve it from the person that had it. Because at first they said that the person was trying to cover up that he had the phone until they heard somebody else say that oh, you got the phone right there on the dresser drawer or something like that. So I just got the question, why didn't they give him, his phone to his people?
You want to take this one, Ted?
Yeah. Let me ask you one question, Mona. Do we know who had the phone? Was it the girl or the boy?
From what I heard, it was one of his male friends,
Okay. Okay.
allegedly.
So right. Okay, I got you. So it wasn't at the same house with the car keys, right?
No, they both were at the same house with the car keys and the, cell phone. Both at
Okay,
the
so
same.
where I'm out then, Mona, because my story I had got was that the car key was at one location and the phone was at another location. A little girl had the phone. She had the phone. That's the story that I had got, the original
Somebody
story.
lying.
So
Somebody lying.
right.
Why didn't they just, like I said, y'all
Mm-hmm.
returned to, y'all had his cell phone. Why not just give it to his parents?
Why the hunt?
Right. Why they
Yeah,
had to track the
track him
phone
down.
and right. I don't know, Spear, because I don't even know who got the phone. We got two stories out here who had the phone. I'm thinking that a girl had the phone at a different location than the car keys was at. You see what I'm saying? That's the
Mm-hmm.
original story that I thought we had.
It's
Well, what
still,
I
I'm
do know,
sharing you out right now.
I didn't hear you.
I said I'm sharing you out right now.
Okay, thank you. What I don't understand is
Mm-hmm.
why do I have to hunt the phone down? And I believe in the hunt of the phone is where they stumbled across the keys. Like, hey, no, my son's phone here because hey, this the tracking. Tracking say it's here. This where we at. This where it's at. You hear me? And you can't deny this. My son's phone led me here. So where's his car here? Right? Where the keys
Not
at?
clear if that's the same place.
We know the keys were in the same place the car was, correct?
Yeah, but that's all I had to ask. Why didn't they give it back to his parents? But y'all don't forget to come over here to Real Spill, like, comment, and do what y'all supposed to do. We went back in the chat.
All right, man. Thank you. All right, Ted, man. We an hour in, man. Exactly.
Right? This is Spear. Let me say this, man, because we always talk about the fog of war when these stories break. You get all these conflicting reports and stuff. I'm not the smartest person to ever be here, but I know good and well this story has changed. I know they said
Multiple
that their phone was with some girl at first. And now they saying the phone and the car keys was at the same place. Ain't no way I screwed that story up like that. Ain't no way.
Well, he was with the girl, and they were saying the last time his male friends were saying the last time they saw him was with the girl.
Right, I understand all that, but I'm talking about
Okay.
this just that specific
Correct.
part of the car keys and the phone. The original story was 2 locations. Dad went to go get the car, and mom was on the play with the cell phone.
Yeah.
That was the original story.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch that again. Yeah, I got to, bro, because it ain't no way I'm about to let them slip that in there.
Yeah.
We're out in, you say. So what we got going on as far as
we got a lot of inconsistencies.
We
got a lot of new information that's inconsistent with the old information. And from here, what we can say, hold on, we got one more guest. We got Almighty Sauce Man. What's going on, Lane?
What up, man? I'm sure.
Man, I can't call it.
What up, Almighty?
What up, though?
What you think, man? What you got? What you think, man?
I just sat there and I don't even know what the topic is.
Oh, we talk about the Nolan Wells. All of the new reports and new information is coming out. It's conflicting with the original statements that came out. And we're just trying to get to the bottom of it, man, because it's starting to look like some charges need to be, handed out, passed around to some individuals.
I think we need to do some YouTubing on it, man. Hey, like, where were them car keys and the phone? Were they in 2 different locations, or they were found at the same place?
I thought they said it was he left them at the people's house.
I'm saying same. Were they at the same house? The car key was at the house and the phone was at the same house, or were they at 2 different places?
I mean, I thought it was at the same place.
Okay. So maybe I did get confused then, bro, because I thought that when we talked yesterday on our show, I thought we said that the phone was with the girl, and then his dad went to the house with the guys and got the car keys.
2 different locations. Naomi saying it's 2 different locations.
I'm trying to tell you that was the original story. I know I heard that. Ain't no way I got confused like that. The confusion now, Lane, is that they got them from the same house. I never heard nobody say that.
I mean, I don't know a nigga that leave their car keys and phone nowhere.
Well, the
phone was left on the boat.
Was on the boat. The phone was with him on the boat. The keys were left.
Oh no, I see what he's saying. No matter where it was left at. If I go over your house, Spear, and then we decide to take one car, I'm not leaving my keys at your house.
Yeah, I'm taking the keys with me.
Right, even though we taking one car, you know what I'm saying? Right. I get that. Okay.
Yeah, but
Lane, they say he might have got hit across the head with a pipe. Have you heard anything about that?
Hell no.
Hold on, I need to try to find this video. Let me try to find this video. Let me try to find the information, because
yeah, it been a lot of different stories going around now. Now they talking about the man and got bashed in the head with a pipe or something. Because we talked about them saying there was an argument or something. Now they saying it was an actual fight. People are saying it was a fight, bro. Did you hear that?
Who is people?
Yeah.
Outside.
Yeah, yeah, witness. That's the first thing I said when I said, hold on, Spiegel, what is you talking about, people? Who you talking about? Bloggers, YouTube? He's like, nah, the witnesses. People who was there.
People that was there started to come out and talk.
I do the research, see what they talking about.
They say breaking news. Nolan, according to Dogface, and this is say community note written by a Instagram user. The death of Nolan Wells is truly tragic. It's a truly a tragic event. He took a boat trip with his friends on the 4th of July off an island in the Mississippi Gulf. He never came back. And 2 days later, he was found dead on the shore of Horn Island. Despite the investigation just happening and the case being very fresh, the white man in the video has currently nothing to do with the investigation at the moment. Neither is there proof of him being in the KKK. The video shows no proof of neither a name. Okay, so this is what an Instagram user in the community notes program rated this note helpful. Somebody on Instagram pretty much discrediting what Dogface is saying in this post. The post says Nolan Wells was murdered by blunt force trauma at a pool party after returning from Horn Island. Nolan was beat to death by 2 of the boys and then they urinated on his body after killing him. All of the people in this photo watched the murder and said nothing as it was happening. After the murder, they took his body and his phone back to Horn Island so that it would ping there and give the appearance as if he were still on the island. I want everybody to pay attention to this grown man with the USA shaved onto his chest hairs in the pool with his kids. He is a member of the Aryan Brotherhood, KKK. Allegedly. He's the one who crafted the murder and subsequent cover-up. The parents in this case, including the judge, know exactly what happened. The medical examiner is going to rule the death as an accident in true race of Mississippi form. Every Black knows what her ruling is going to be, and that's why an independent autopsy was scheduled. The sheriff, prosecutor, and all of the people in this photo are covering up the murder. Signed, Dogface. That's what he said.
Oh, I thought I was on mute. My bad. Where did he get any of that information from?
He didn't name his source.
No, okay.
That's why it was a community note from an Instagram user saying that it was false information.
So the late,
because y'all need to hear this. It has been a week as of today since Nolan Wells' body was recovered from the shores of Horn Island. And y'all have already done y'all autopsy. Now, I get it, toxicology reports and all of that, but this case is of high public interest, and so it should have been expedited. Pushed ahead of whatever cases were already in process to get this information out quickly because it's in high public demand. And if y'all think y'all gonna wait until after Ben Crump and the family release their independent autopsy so that y'all could go ahead and click and delete whatever it is that you was originally going to put out there to try to make it match up and align up with theirs, and we going to let that slide as the public, I'm here to let you know we the people are not going to fall for it. Y'all need to drop y'all autopsy report before Ben Crump and the family drop theirs, because we want to see what y'all saw so we can compare notes once they drop theirs and we can see what's what. Because right now, all of your movements, they're shaky and shady. Y'all think keeping this information out of the public eye is doing some type of justice for the case, and it's not. Sheriff Ledbetter, you out here talking to the Associated Press, telling them that the friends are cooperating, but you can't answer their messages and respond to them when they ask you what you have to say about the family's concerns, because they have real concerns and grievances with the way that this case is being handled. And your mum's the word. Yeah, we watching. We watching, and we ain't going nowhere. We want that autopsy today. If not today, tomorrow. And we want it before Ben Crump and them drop their autopsy on Nolan Wells.
That was that girl Henny. She ain't playing with these folks. That girl Henny ain't going for none of it. She said she wants the answers. That girl Henny.
This morning, a friend of Nolan Wells, who was with the 18-year-old the day he was last seen alive, is sharing what he says happened during a July 4th boat trip to an isolated barrier island off the Mississippi Gulf Coast. Trayston Shepard declined to speak with us on camera because he says he and his friends are getting threats.
We did no wrong here, and we don't understand how we're getting so much hate behind it. We all cared and loved Nolan, and nobody wanted to see Nolan die. Nobody wanted to see his life be taken so short.
Shepard addressed this viral video that investigators have been studying. Wells's parents worried it showed their son involved in a confrontation, but Shepard said that's him, not Wells.
That's the video I'm referring to. That's me yelling.
Shepard says he took a boat back from Horn Island in the late afternoon, but Wells stayed behind with a girl he had met.
They met that day, and it was kind of one of those things. It did come off that day that he really did like her, but that was the only time they'd ever hung out, was at Horn Island on July 4th.
Investigators believe Wells drowned and say there were no immediate signs of foul play. But there is growing frustration in the community, and his parents are skeptical, telling GMA Wells left his phone behind and they tracked it to one of his friends.
It was showing everywhere the phone had been. I was like, well, it's showing that he's back on land.
The sheriff said the parents have not turned over the phone to investigators. Their lawyer said they will. While the investigation goes on, Trayston Shepard wants the focus on his friend.
I want everybody just to relax and let everybody mourn the loss of Nolan, and let us remember him as in the sweet guy. I think everybody.
Hey man, fuck that kid, man. I don't like him. What do you mean? My bad, man. Maybe I'm doing too much. But don't tell nobody to relax on the investigation. You know what I said? You know, that has to do with me passing away. You hear me? Don't tell my mom to relax if she's looking to look into what happened to her child. Because I'm not gonna tell nobody mom to relax. You know? Fish for all the answers you feel like you need. All right, y'all. We an hour in, man. This thundering and lightning out here, and I refuse to get struck by lightning. I don't know if I just said fuck this kid, and I don't want to get struck because I got all these electronic devices going. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this live, man, and we're gonna talk about this a little bit later after these raindrops drops out, flip flop, pass over. Peace and love.